Everyone, welcome back to the Budacast. It is not your typical Budacast. It's going to be a very special end-of-year Budacast. And why is that? Well, that is because it's time for the Golden Buddha Awards of 2015. Oh! Take that, Jeff Keighley. You've got nothing on the Golden Buddhas. So I'm joined today with my man, Ray Pareca. Hey, Ray.
Hello.
There he is.
What's up?
Listen to that voice. Someone get him into voiceover work. Cartoons, movies.
Available for hire.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Give the kid a gig. So it's just Ray and I. We're going to sit here. We're going to go down, run through our Golden Buddha Award categories, which are kind of your standard video game award type of deals. And we'll reveal our winner and maybe provide a brief and with beef commentary on our choices. So without further ado, Mr. Ray, let's go ahead and get right into this.
All right.
First category, go ahead and announce it.
First category is Action Adventure Game of the Year.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the winner is Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of came down to that or Metal Gear Solid 5.
I think it was a tie between Metal Gear Solid 5 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which you, as the boss man,
yeah, go ahead. We'll allow it. I went ahead and used my boss powers on that one and made Tomb Raider the winner.
Swing vote, yeah.
You know, after watching Star Wars, I'm all about girl power, and we know Rise of the Tomb Raider is all about girl power. So go, Laura, go! Congratulations.
Yep, good job.
I know this
Laura.
was the award.
Sorry you didn't sell any copies, and you'll probably never get another game.
Oh yeah, I still
maybe it's time.
I don't understand your marketing team's decisions, but you were a good game, and hopefully once you make your way to other platforms, more people will give you a chance. Because
yeah, you know what, I think it's gonna be like the Tomb Raider reboot, where I don't think that sold very well when it came out, but since like coming to PC and
when it did the definitive edition or whatever, and then people are like, oh yeah,
I know it made a lot of money there, and it's like one of those games that's always on sale, like during Steam sale time, so it probably they sell a shitload of copies.
It's a fun game. I mean, it's easily an 8 to 9 type of game depending on your preferences. So again, congratulations, Crystal Dynamics. The award will be in the mail. Just don't wait too long for it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All right, so the next category we have in the Golden Buddhas is Role-Playing Game of the Year. And the winner is... Anyone have a guess?
Surprising absolutely no one.
The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. Yes. I really...
Yeah.
I mean... I guess Fallout 4 is an RPG, right? I mean, it kind of qualifies
in the loosest definition possible. Yeah.
Yeah. But The Witcher 3, I mean, it's hands down probably one of the best RPGs to ever come out, at least in modern times. I know.
Yeah, no, I would say it's probably the best like modern day styled role playing game ever made.
I'm still kind of like you. I mean, I'm not as hardcore JRPG, but that's still my favorite style of RPG.
And as hardcore JRPG guy, like Witcher 3 is better than everything.
Yeah.
So
I just need to fire that bad boy back up. I probably spent 40 or 50 hours doing nothing but random stuff. And
I just bought a new monitor at Black Friday, I really want to play it again and see how nice it looks, but
True.
I don't have the mental fortitude to do it again.
I know, I'm staring. I mean, that and obviously Fallout 4 came in second here. I'm staring at both of those like, fuck, I got a lot of work to go. All right, so again, congratulations, CD Projekt Red, well-deserved, and I have a feeling this isn't going to be your last award in the Golden Buddhas.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Ray, you take the next one. What do we got?
First-person shooter game of the year.
And the winner is...
What is the winner? Oh, Halo 5
okay.
Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of actually a light year for RPGs, I think.
Shooters, yeah.
As far as like a pure shooter, I agree. Halo 5, I mean, I think the world at this point has realized that the campaign was its biggest shortfall, but as far as like the shooting aspects and the multiplayer, I mean, the Warzone, all that stuff was pretty fantastic. No launch issues, still going strong, love the rec system, so yeah, that's fair.
And I see someone put, looking at the forum, Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder, had I played that, if my vote would have been in favor of Rainbow Six as well, because everything I've seen and heard kind of points to that being a super cool game. So think I'm gonna check it out over the next month or something.
It's
and
one of those I
check it
just never. I thought the Idris Elba commercials were pretty rad for it, but it never really moved me.
Yeah.
It seemed like too much teamwork, and these days I'm a fucking shitty lone wolf.
Yeah,
so.
from what I've seen, like if you have people to play, like you got to play with a headset and you got to have people. But I guess if you have that, it's probably a really fun game.
Yeah, the other ones on here, Taken King. I'll give it to you. It was fun. It was definitely a better version of Destiny.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3. It is pretty cool, but it's COD, so it's like, wow, neat. All right, cool. Well, congratulations to Halo 5, 343 Industries, kicking ass, taking names. Now let's just get a real story in Halo 6. Okay. Next up, we have third-person shooter game of the year. Who even knew there was such a category, but we have it.
Yeah, that's one of those arbitrary categories I made up 2 years ago.
Fucking A, it works. And our winner is Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Star Wars
Cool.
Battlefront, technically, I wouldn't say is pure third person because you have the option to go first person. Where Gears, you're third person, that's it. Looks like Metal Gear had a couple votes. The Phantom Pain, wasn't that last year?
No, it came out.
Oh yeah, the Phantom Pain.
September.
It was the other one.
You were thinking of Ground
Yeah,
Zeroes.
the prequel thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Because it's like, is Metal Gear really all about shooting, or does it depend how you want to approach a situation?
Traditionally, like, it's stealth, but Phantom Pain, as I was saying before we started recording, like, it plays so well however you want to play it that you could play it as, like, a straight-up third-person shooter nowadays, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, well, Gears it is, sure.
Yeah, it's Gears.
Congrats to the Coalition by way of Epic Games, by way of Cliff Bleszinski, who is now moved on to bigger and better things.
What's he making now?
What is it? Lawbreakers?
Oh, yeah, the most derivative-looking game I've ever seen in my life.
Because they break the laws of gravity.
Yeah, this game's going to suck.
All right, next category. Ray, you can go ahead and take this one for us.
Next category, fighting/sports game of the year. And let's see. Our winner is Mortal Kombat X. Or is that Mortal Kombat 10? I never knew.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Either or. No, I think it is the 10th, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I never knew if it was just supposed to be MKX or Mortal Kombat 10. Yeah, that game was fun. I played it. I like Cassie Cage a lot.
Potentially we should separate this category because some of the other sports games, they're not even close to like fighting. They are two separate genres, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, fighting is a sport. In the terms of Mortal Kombat, it's a blood sport, but oh well, hey. We like to keep things simple, keep things mashed together, so you get what you get. Mortal Kombat wins Best Fighting Sports Game of the Year. Get over it, people.
Yep.
Especially
followed
you, 10
by
Bensons.
MLB The Show 15.
There you go.
Yeah, he was complaining about categories, wasn't he?
He's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Fucking tell me he's a wanker.
All right, so next category we have Racing Game of the Year. So this one's pretty damn clear. But we did have a lot of votes for Rocket League, even though I wouldn't say it's a pure racing game. It is with cars, so I could see where the thinking comes from. But speaking of cars, our winner is Project Cars. For some reason, that game is just completely escaping my memory right now.
Yeah, I can see the cover of it, but yeah, that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. All right,
Yeah.
Project
Good
Cars.
job, Project
and
Cars.
whoever made you, good work.
Yeah.
I don't even know who fucking developed it.
I have no idea. Sorry if you're somehow listening to this and you made that game.
Yeah, and by the way, we never claimed to be real video. Well, I've never claimed to be a real video game journalist, so we
Project Cars. Now it's gonna bug me.
we
Who
do whatever
developed
the fuck we want over here. By the way,
Slightly Mad Studios.
oh, of course,
developed
Slightly
it.
Mad
Yeah.
Studios.
All right.
All right,
Good job, guys.
Project Cars, way to knock it out of the racing park.
They made Need for Speed Shift 2 Unleashed, and Project Cars. So they like cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Moving on, we have we're into the more esoteric categories now, starting with Best Visuals of the Year, which goes to The Order 1886, a game that probably sold less than 1886 copies. So,
And I bought one of them.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just going on pure visuals,
Yeah, that's how you and I approached it.
It was
yeah.
pretty damn impressive looking,
Yeah.
despite all its other issues. People, didn't have a lot of gameplay, a lot of exposition, a lot of cinematics. But they were pretty looking cinematics, if anything. So yeah, The Order, you win. Who did that? It was a big one, wasn't it?
Oh shit! It's the people that did like God of War remastered on the PSP, wasn't it?
Yeah, those guys.
Oh man, I'm gonna kill myself for not remembering that. The Order.
I thought it was a decent sized studio.
It was Ready at Dawn.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Ready at Dawn.
Of course. Who could ever forget Ready at Dawn? All right, the next one, another best writing of the year. And that goes to Undertale.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea what that is, so I'll let Ray throw out some thoughts on Undertale.
It's good, man. It's really fun. It's a smart game. It's a funny game. It's a heartbreaking game. It's a lot of things, and I'm happy that it won that at the very least.
So it sounds like Star Wars: The Force Awakens, so I'm into it. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll report back when I see that film.
Dude, you're gonna be turned. You're gonna become a fan.
I'm probably gonna hate it so much.
I'm sure you will. You and Justin can beat it up someday. Okay, next one, Mr. Ray, go ahead.
Best soundtrack of the year, which I think looking at this, we're counting soundtrack and official or scores as the same thing. But the winner in this is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture,
Yay.
which had a very beautiful soundtrack. So
I like
good job.
kind of Transformers Devastation in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game did have a good soundtrack, and it kind of sucked otherwise. So there we go.
All right, I'll take the next one. It is Best New IP, and that is not IP address. And the winner is Rocket League from Psyonix. I knew that one. Yeah. No, that was I didn't get wrapped up in it as much as you and the Hershey Kiss did, but it definitely
that's a fun game.
Dude, it took the gaming culture by storm over the summer.
I think they made like $50 million off of it or something.
And it was a free
like
they released it free first, right?
Yeah, and that was a really smart business decision.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, well, now that you love it, here's a little bit of DLC, throw us $2-3, and people are like, sure.
And then there's the PC port. Now I think there's an Xbox One version next year. So yeah, good for them. That's a sick game.
Yeah, I always like success stories like that.
Yeah, they're the underdog of the year, I guess.
Start nowhere, no one knows you, throw it out for free, and it turns into a sensation. So kudos to them. All right, since this is your platform of choice, my friend, why don't you go ahead and take the next category?
We have the best Sony exclusive, and it was a runaway victory for Bloodborne by From Software.
Yeah, I buy into that. Didn't play it. I'm not into those games because I already hate myself when I game anyways, and I don't need to get any angrier. So, yeah, it deserves it, though. I mean, Bloodborne's definitely one of the most talked about games of 2015.
Yeah, and that game was right up there with The Witcher, I think, for potential candidate for Game of the Year kind of games. So,
well, hold on. How do we do it? We do Game of the motherfucking Year.
Yeah, no, I just like talking like games in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like that, Fallout, Bloodborne, Witcher, Fallout, and Metal Gear, I think, are the ones I'm seeing the most. So
yeah, sounds good. And since Microsoft likes us and I like Microsoft, I'll go ahead and take the next one. Best Microsoft exclusive is Halo 5 Guardians, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, plug for Microsoft.
Yeah, go Microsoft, go. What else we would have had? Tomb Raider, I guess, it sort of counts, at least till next year. And then Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, I didn't really like Ori that much.
Just in the, the scope, the size, the sales dollars, sure, Halo 5 takes it.
Yeah.
I like Halo. Whoever put in Halo something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They did a lot of somethings, whoever that is.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Halo came out, and like no one really talks about it anymore, though, huh?
That's how everything is these days. I mean, it's like on to the next big thing, really.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting when you think about it.
It's just it's that damn. I mean, it's a gauntlet of huge releases from end of September till really the end of November, and they just kind of cannibalize each other. But I actually hear more people still talking about leading into our next category and our next winner, Best Nintendo Exclusive, which is, Ray?
The winner for that was Super Mario Maker, and while that's cool, I think it should have been Splatoon.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know,
I'd give you,
whatever.
I don't know, but like I said, and this could just be the people I follow on Twitter, but I see fucking Kleepak and Dan from Giant Bomb talking about Super Mario Maker on a daily basis, like multiple times a day.
Klepek and one of the Giant Bomb guys have been like battling against each other or something for the last few months with stages, which is really cool. And I like that a game has kind of inspired that, but at the same time, like, it's literally just the tile sets from other Mario games, where Splatoon was this really charming and creative new franchise.
Well, it was just something so different for Nintendo. Period. I mean, not only was it a new IP, but it was just new for Nintendo.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, good job, Super Mario Maker. I'm sure that was an easy game to make, so they're probably making a lot of money for a little bit of effort.
Yep, got to go with the majority. So, all right, Ray, why don't you take the next one?
Best Character of the Year, Geralt of Rivia.
He's like best character of all time. He's just a pimp.
He's a dreamboat.
Yeah, he is. He's a sexy gray-haired man, white-haired man.
Yeah, the White Wolf. The White Wolf.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other characters that are sticking out to me. And
if you had played Undertale, there are some definite standouts in that.
I'll give whoever threw in Nick Valentine. That's not a bad nod to Fallout 4. He's kind of neat. Triss, she had a somewhat of a thread in Witcher 3. The Fry twins, sure.
No, they were shit.
Yeah, Geralt all the way.
Yeah, that's easy.
I mean, he's a Witcher. He has 2 swords. He has a sweet scar on his face.
A Witcher.
He's got abs. I mean,
yeah, he controls terribly.
So what the fuck happened with our next category, worst character of the year?
You wanted those on
a
different
I pulled
form.
It. Okay,
yeah.
So yeah, just kidding.
You guys got a little look behind the curtain there.
Yeah, if I had to vote, I would. I don't even know who the fuck I'd put in there.
Lara Croft.
Okay, Laura, is that because her chest isn't as big as it used to be?
No, just because I think the writing in those games is shit. Actually, you know what? No, the entire cast of Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Get an ensemble effort there. All right, next category, Ray.
We have the weirdest game of the year, a personal favorite category of mine.
This game, I've never even heard of it, but it easily wins.
Yeah, then the winner for weirdest game of the year is Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015.
Fuck?
Do you still shower with your dad? And that I picked that one to win just because it's weird and it's glorious. And
so is it literally like you are kind of on the outside looking in and you're in a shower with your dad? I mean,
no, it's like, oh dude, it's weird.
Shower with your dad.
It's like this pixel art kind of arcade like game where you play as a little kid and you have to like find your dad in the shower, but then it like turns into like a 2D shooter and like a Matrix game. Yeah, it's like not just weird because of the title and what you do, but it's weird how it like subverts itself into this like even weirder experience. So
that title should just win title of the year.
Yeah, it is title of the year too.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think the one I threw in there was I Am Bread, just because it's about you walking around as a piece of fucking toast. So you never know.
I like whoever put Soma in there because that is a weird game. Yeah. So
Crypt of the Necro, dear God. All right. Next category is Scariest Game of the Year, and this was another somewhat runaway for us, and it went to
it really was.
Until Dawn, a PS4 exclusive.
Which I adore, Until Dawn. I had way more fun with that game than I ever thought I was going to. I don't think it's that scary, despite having voted for it for that.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of scary games this year, at least not like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of games, I guess. So
yeah, it's one I definitely want to check out, just because I'm a sucker for games that have a real high polish to them. I mean, I like that shit.
It does, man. Like, I would say it's the closest thing I think I've played to Resident Evil since Resident Evil 2 in terms of just like how artfully it's shot in its fixed camera angles.
Yeah.
So of course, yeah, like I like it for all the weird stuff like that. Like it's artfully shot, but I guess it's a scary game sort of. So.
And what's her name's in it from Heroes, who's never done really.
Oh yeah,
much.
Hayden
Panettiere.
Panettiere.
Blah blah.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Did you ever see her husband? Her husband's like 8 feet
He's
tall.
a big dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like huge guy.
Yeah.
Like, good for her.
Yeah. Hey. Not good for her loins
Yeah,
if she ever has a
yeah.
kid. All right, next up, go ahead, Ray. You do this one.
We had Best HD Remaster or Re-Release, which went to Gears of War Ultimate Edition, or is that?
Yeah, no, you're right.
The right one, okay.
Yep.
I couldn't remember what the naming convention was.
No, it was Gears of War.
I just
Ultimate
wrote
Edition.
Gears, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. My money was on Grim Fandango HD, but Gears is good from everything I hear about it.
It looked pretty. There's no doubt about that. The 60 FPS, 1080p across the board, not bad.
Cool.
All right, next up we have the best indie game of the year, which
it's always a fun category.
Yeah, which I've slowly gotten more into now that I have a
Yeah.
PC, so I can actually speak to some of these, even though I didn't vote for the winner. But the winner is it's taking its second award of the night, Undertale.
Good job, Toby Fox.
Yeah, works.
He made that
works
game.
for me. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it still is like the highest rated PC game of all time on Metacritic, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, well then it definitely is deserved of its multiple golden Buddhas. Again, we'll be shipping those out in the mail.
Yes,
in
Toby,
time for the 2016 awards.
Yeah, I'll hit you up, Tobe. All right, where were we? Underrated game of the year. Of which this is where I scratch my head when I read the winner, but Elder Scrolls Online.
You know, I guess when I think about it, it could, because I mean the people I know that do play it are in love with it, and it is a game that just really hasn't been talked about outside of it being delayed or having the console version split for a few months after the PC release. Then it went free to play. So yeah, it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, cool. My vote's on Yakuza 5. And I think that could also be a Game of the Year contender, but
it just comes down to how do we interpret underrated. Like as far as underrated, it didn't get a lot of public spotlight,
I gave
Mad
Max
poorly.
a 55, and that could even be the underrated Game of the Year because I was very hard on that game. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could even make the case that Battlefront, because it got, I mean, a lot of people shit on it, but tons of people bought it and they're still playing it, and so
oh
well,
good job.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
this category
Fallout
for
4
you,
ain't
buddy.
winning any awards. Oh damn it! Now I look at the next category.
I'll take that one because I really am the
this is you.
resident mobile game player. So this is mobile game of the year, and by mobile game of the year, we're not talking handhelds. We're talking, smartphone games, iPad games, tablet games.
Yes.
And the winner is Fallout Shelter. It would have been Marvel Mighty Heroes if they didn't completely bork the fucking game with its major 2.0 update. I haven't played it since. It's the one game I spent money on, and I hate myself for it. So that's why Fallout Shelter gets the win, even though it's a fucking digital ant farm simulator. I mean, it's literally all it is. But it's one of those dumb games you fire up for a couple minutes every day and tap on the screen, smile, and hit the end button. So Fallout Shelter, this bud's for you.
And next award is Handheld Game of the Year.
So this would be your 3DS's, your Vita, or I guess PSP. They're still out there.
Your NVIDIA
So
Shield.
essentially, this is the 3DS Game of the Year category.
Yeah, it is. And it's Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I can get down with that. I've played a fair amount of it. Haven't played the whole thing, but what they were able to achieve on the 3DS with the multiplayer, visuals were okay, and yeah, it seemed like a fairly deep game if you wanted to pursue it.
Yeah, I mean that's you spent 2,000 hours in it kind of game. You didn't even realize it. So
damn straight.
Good job, Capcom.
All right, and last but not least, the award you have all been waiting for, Entertainment Buddha's Golden Buddha Game of the Motherfucking Year, goes to, wait for it, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Yay!
Surprising no one. Yeah.
Go see CD Projekt Red and by default Evolve PR. We love you, Tom.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Witcher 3 takes home Entertainment Buddha's Game of the motherfucking year. So when we do our top 10 games, it won for sure. I mean, there's a few people. Someone did a Bloodborne. Looks like we had a Fallout 4, Halo 5. No. I love it, but
this is just the podcast where we get together and passively say to everyone else on staff that they're wrong about things.
Yes, pays to be the boss. Okay, so that's it, people. I mean, I think Witcher 3 deserves it without a doubt. I mean, it's a huge freaking game. I mean, it's 2 DLCs are pushing upwards of an additional 30 to 40 hours content on top of a core game that, depending on how you wanted to play it, was easily 100, 150, possibly even 200 hours worth of content.
Yeah, because I did the review for it back in, I think, was that May it came out?
Yep.
I want to say.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was Memorial Day, and I spent, I think, 70 hours like over the Memorial Day weekend just like going through it and forcing myself to go through as fast as I could, and still just like, I don't think I've had that much fun playing a role-playing game, at least in a very long time.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of those backloggers that I'm embarrassed that I've not had time to return to. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I know. It is almost like you got to take on a second or third job if you fire it back up. But it's deservedly game of the motherfucking year without a doubt. So.
Yeah, like the best.
So that'll do it, Ray. It was a very amazing Golden Buddha Award 2015 podcast.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun
We had a bunch of
year
fans
for video games.
Join us in studio. You just couldn't hear them. We have them in a sound booth.
Yeah, it's hard being this famous.
Yeah, but trust me, they were super excited. They were banging on the windows and throwing stuff up in the air. Some were a little vocal about the choices, but hey, it's our awards. The right games won them. So, as always, people, thanks for listening. And thanks for trying to make yourself better geeks one post at a time by hitting up entertainmentboo.com on a daily basis. And if you're not doing it, shame on you. Get with the program and just make yourself a more knowledgeable, a more informed,
a better looking.
Yeah, possibly better looking.
It could, yeah.
Maybe even a more talented geek.
Yes.
Just with your daily dose of the EB. So, this is Matt Haywood signing off. Thanks, everyone. Happy holidays. It's probably the last cast of 2015 for myself. We'll be coming at you raw in 2016 with some more bullshit.
Yeah, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.